Most of the people are first generation graduates who have done a lot of things in their life. I'm one of them. My students, taught them in a different style where they took a lot of interest in fundamentals. Uh, the national twice I got the national award. I was sent on United Nations Fellowship to Cambridge. Started developing various products for telecom, defense, and ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. And it took quite a few years to make the product for space organization. We were the first in the country to develop for putting it on rockets and satellite.
Wow.
That was an achievement for us. At the age of 50, I started my own entrepreneurship. If you see, most of the entrepreneurs, they start their uh, entrepreneurship at the age of 30, maximum 35. I started at the age of 50. These are something people
Wow.
would say you are taking a risk.
Hello, friends. This is Pratik Dahule coming at you from YouTube channel Class Act Lifestyle, your go-to hub for mastering the art of living well. Here we empower you with life-changing skills, practical wisdom, and inspiring idea to lead a fulfilling lifestyle. Discover a treasure trove of teachings from personal development to health, relationships, finance, and more. We are going to start a new series of podcast event on this YouTube channel where we are going to welcome lot of esteemed guests in front of you every week. And we are also going to continue reviewing the books and the lifestyle hacks and the productivity hacks for you. Along with that, this guest of speaker are going to bring a lot of wisdom to you. We have invited lots of esteemed guests just for you to create and accelerate your potential, to grow to the next extent, to grow that mindset to the next extent. This week, we have invited one of the very esteemed guests on the podcast, where you are going to learn big time in terms of technology, big times in terms of how he developed himself from a very humble background to a great extent. He's an IITian, followed by a professor at Anna University, research and development in BITS Pilani, followed by working for a big ISRO group as a scientist, helping them develop a microchip. He has he became an entrepreneur at a very late age, but still, how he made those decisions is great to learn from. You are going to have a great time listening to this podcast and get the wisdom from the person who is very successful in his career. We all are lucky to hear from him and learn the great teachings which he got from his gurus and mentors. We asked him multiple different questions which can help us to accelerate our journey. With this, I am very happy to invite our first guest to this podcast of Class Act Lifestyle. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family to not only accelerate your growth but to their growth. And welcome to our Class Act Lifestyle family. With this, please help me welcome SP Velu sir. Thank you. So help me to welcome Mr. Velu here on the podcast. Hello, Mr. Velu. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Thanks
Um,
for calling.
so it's our pleasure, sir. I wanted to first start with a basic question, share your background with us and what made you so successful in your career. You own a big company, VCB, it's private limited in Pune. You've been an IIT and you have received multiple national awards. So, what made you? Can you share us with us the quick journey?
Thank you, Pratik, for calling me for this interview. I started in a humble way, as usual in India. Most of the people are first generation graduates who have done a lot of things in their life. I'm one of them. I started my uh, education from topmost university in Tamil Nadu, which is Anna University, and then went to IIT Roorkee. After that, started my career as a lecturer in Anna University. During my time, electronics and communication is topmost in the country. So I did that. After that, during those hours times, it is very difficult to get any job. Although you can study well, or you have to go abroad. Somehow I was not interested in settling abroad. So I went back to Chennai, Anna University as a lecturer for a year. What I found was the teaching profession was not that good level. So my students, I was there for 1 year only. My students, taught them in a different style where they took a lot of interest in fundamentals. People don't understand electronics, but they get good marks. But marks are not alone. I made them to think more deeply. Some of my students, they are good lecturers in the various professions they are. Very good in their depth of knowledge. This made me think, yes, I can develop not only my own skill, also develop others. So after a year, I left and went to a R&D organization, which is in Rajasthan.
Wow.
My family, they said, your job is 1 mile away from home. You are going 1,000 mile away. People don't leave the home place and settle that far. I said, my interest is different from just teaching. Maybe after retirement, I may have chance to become teacher. Not now.
Okay.
So I went to the R&D organization. Fortunately, the project I got was of a very good interest, which is called microcircuit.
Okay.
It was novel thing in the country, and in Western countries, it was also important for defense and avionics. During those years, I got twice a national award. Every year they gave award. The
Wow.
organization, the national twice I got the national award. I was sent on United Nations Fellowship to Cambridge. Then when I came back, I felt it's enough. I should switch over. So I was looking for a job. One company, they wanted to make commercially viable this microcircuit. That was based in Pune.
Okay.
And when they were looking for someone, they got hold of my name and then invited me. So in my life, I never had any interview for getting a job. Even Anna University, my professor called me in Siri Pilani, similar way. Here in Pune also, I joined as a technical manager, chief of technical thing. Started developing various products for telecom, defense, and ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization.
Wow.
So it was a very tough job. Uh, Morning 6 o'clock to evening 8 o'clock, you don't have family life. That's how we spent to make the things successful.
So, like, what inspired you to start and get into this journey? Because you started with an IITian background, then went to get into a national. You got so many national awards, followed by going into such a big micro. I assume that microcircuit at that time was a big topic. So,
Yes.
what made you to transfer into a, such a business to pursue this subject?
The problem is R&D organization to develop any product in India was a very tough thing. Being in government, there are a lot of red tapeism. You don't get the things done. It is not like Amazon. You just type in and next day it gets delivered. It takes 3 months to 1 year to get an equipment or a material. That sort of life we had. So I said, this is not the way you can be able to achieve anything.
Wow.
So I felt it's nice. There's a company coming in, and I can be able to see my product being used.
Hmm. Makes sense.
Success someone should be able to appreciate your work by using it. Yes, that's how we started the work, and it took quite a few years to make the product for space organization. We were the first in the country to develop for putting it on rockets and satellite.
Wow.
That was an achievement for us. And today, if you see, um, at least 50% of the hybrid microcircuits are made from my company, which is after I left this company and started my own. Today, that is a status.
Wow.
But for achieving this, we have to go through a lot of issues.
Yeah, that's where my next question was going to come. How do you recall any? Do you recall any? So my next question to you was, do you recall any significant risk you took while going through this path? Because working in issue is a everyday challenge. Every day there is new challenges you are facing, and I see Indian ISRO has led to a significant heights, and you are one of the person who are behind the scene helping it. So, what kind of risk or challenges you took, not only to work there, but also help as a big businessman, because you have to fulfill the dreams and ask from a lot of big dignitaries. So, what risk did you to reach to that level?
Yeah, continuing the path, I would say that I always took risk by defying the normal thing. What is that? Being away from home only 1 mile to 1,000 miles, being in government organization to a private organization. At the age of 50, I started my own entrepreneurship. If you see, most of the entrepreneurs, they start their uh, entrepreneurship at the age of 30, maximum 35. I started at the age of 50. These are something people
Wow.
would say you are taking a risk. Some of my friends said, this is not the age you can start a business of your own. And yes, it was very tough, but I had good supporters. My managers, engineers were very good. It is that I could cultivate and develop those people. It is my all my life I have cultivated the people. You have to be tolerant to them.
Wow.
That is the reason I would say I could make it successful. In this, you have to do lot of research and be ready to face customers' requirement, which is
Mhm.
keeping on changing. I remember once there was a failure in a satellite because one rod has to go and to be cut so that the solar cell can be uh, open up. It didn't. The controller was not operating. So when they came, then we analyzed. There is always a problem. So you should have redundancy here. That's how the solution came. So we should be participative along with the customer. Yes. This is
Wow.
what I would say.
Oh, that is a fantastic answer because not many people can think about taking that risk, and that's where I wanted to check, and that came out of that. But my next question is like some of the valuable lessons you would have learned while along the way when you were going through your journey, when you started this thing. What were some of the key lessons or valuable lessons you remind of?
Yes. It's a very good question. I would say that you should have high amount of honesty, especially in this high tech area. You should be able to develop your second hand. people, second level people, because you cannot do it alone. There are many things which needs other people to think, give inputs. Maybe they should think obliquely. That's a very important thing. And then I found over the time, you should be able to manage very smart people among your group. Smart people are difficult to handle. That is a thing which I slowly got developed. It's a, I would say, you may it may look honesty means a simple word. I would say in my organization, the last level worker. I remember one satellite there was a failure.
Okay.
One day morning, a boy came. He was doing a process called gold wire bonding.
Mhm.
He said, he entered my office and said, "Sir, yesterday night I couldn't sleep because the satellite failed. It may be because of me. I did one bonding, which I felt it may be a little bit defective. It could have been due to that. It was not the reason for failure, but I found this sort of honesty on the person, and
Agree.
then the strength to come to tell the top boss, this is what happened. These two are very important in cultivating the organization. This is what has made us successful with ISRO, because in satellites or rocket, you cannot go and repair any product. The
Exactly.
quality has to be inbuilt. It has to be uh, proven by doing various tests, what we call as life tests, stress tests, all these things. So you have to find out in books how it should be done, and also use your own application of mind. For that, you need second level people and also smart people. This is what I was saying. These are very important. This is what strength of my organization, and that is why my clients, they are all happy with me. It is not that I don't have failures. I had obtained the number of failures. There will be whenever there is a failure, they will call us. So we will be some 4 5 people. There will be 25 people across the table. We will be
Mhm.
discussing whole day. At the end is why it happened rather than who did it. This is what the important thing. This is what has helped us to have faith by customer on us. This is what I say as a success to me, rather than saying I have made so much finance, all this one. This is what has given me a satisfaction.
Wow, that's a great answer. That's a really great answer, especially the.
You should visit us to know how we have developed the organization.
No, that's a really good point you said because you don't blame the person. You find out the process. That's fantastic, and I definitely agree with that because where we work, my mentor taught me the same thing. So, thanks for it. Now, next question before we get into rapid fire is
Yeah.
like, how do you stay up to date? Because this is very competitive market. Every single year, you will see something new changing, new coming. How do you still stay a bit with the competition? Because most of the companies want to work with ISRO and Indian scientists or n number of people who are ready for their all qualifications. How do you stay up to beat with them?
Yeah. See, in our product, technology is very important.
Mhm.
Technology, you cannot just get it from any foreign country, because they don't give to India any of this technology. It's very difficult. So, uh, what we need to know is to learn yourself many of the things, and then most important is I spend a lot of time with our vendors. Vendors means let us say thick film paste. It is from DuPont. So DuPont application engineers, they come and meet us, or I go to them, like in Wilmington or in Stansted in England, and talk to them for hours. We say these are the problems we face. What is the solution? Usually these people, um, They always think India is a second level for us. So they won't accept it. After a year, they'll come and tell, yes, we change the product to meet your demand. And then we go and tell our customer, yes, we can be able to go your stress level, what you are looking for, and we can be able to succeed. This has made the our business more successful. If there is a three or four suppliers for them for hybrid microcircuit, they will prefer us than others.
Wow. Wow. This has been
Then
fantastic.
I keep reading books and books, lot of books. And in USA, there's a mill standard books are there.
Mhm.
Earlier, we used to import it. Now, all are available online, and keep reading it and interpret them.
Okay, interpreted in your local language for that.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This is very, very helpful. I'm very excited. And the next round is the rapid fire. This is for just to ask you quick questions so that we can get good snippet from you. So, you ready for the quick fire round? I'm going to
Yes.
take
Let us see.
so the first question I have is, what was your first job ever?
Yeah, I told you I was a lecturer,
Uh-huh.
and I enjoyed teaching that in that profession. It's a very good job,
Okay.
but I somehow I felt I should leave that.
Best financial advice you have ever received?
Well, when I started my business, uh, it was from zero, uh, so virtually zero. So when I started, I mortgaged my house and whatever savings, everything I put it in that one. Then we started. One friend, he was working in, he is chairman of Asian Electronics. It's a big company. He told me, Velu, don't take large loans. If you take large loans, you will have problem in managing the loans and interest. So you take what it can be possible, you can pay in 2 or 3 years. Don't think for long time. And I try to follow that one.
I completely agree with that. Definitely. My mentor said the same thing. So that reminded me of the next question. Most influential mentor in your life.
Excuse me, tell me again.
A most influential mentor in your life.
Uh, I was telling I went to Pilani, Rajasthan. That is
Mhm.
where my basic knowledge on microcircuit got. We had one director,
Mhm.
Dr. S.K. Bhatnagar.
SK Bhatnagar.
He was a great scientist and also big human, uh, good human being. So when we had problems, the project development and getting those awards, he was a very key person. I remember me and him. He was at the time group director. So he used to say, "Velu, I am working here for 20 years. I have not achieved anything. You and me will achieve." And he was a person who cultivated me to do hard work, deeper thinking, human approach.
Wow.
Dr. S.K. Bhatnagar. We are still
Okay.
in contact. He is now 84 years old.
Wow. I'm gonna search him now.
Mm.
One skill every entrepreneur should develop.
Well, I will say one should focus only on your core competence. You try to deviate, you will find it you have to, going away and you will be get confused. Always focus on your core competence. That's what it is. And I have been doing that.
Last. What do you consider your biggest achievement so far?
Well, I am a pioneer in this field of microcircuit in India. Now many companies have come. My own company now being managed by a second level persons. I'm not active now, and I would say that developing the people and pioneering this microcircuit for India. That's my biggest achievement. Even no, every birthday, the people come in large numbers. All are most of them are my own engineers who have become entrepreneurs. They come just because they love me. That's not my achievement, I would say.
Awesome. Next time I am in Pune, I definitely want to visit your big company, the whole plant station there. I want to definitely learn in person with you. And thank you so much. All the things which you did so far, not only for your family, but for your country, to your university, to all the students. This is more than we can ask for. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule and interviewing with me. Me on top of like all the YouTube channel Classic Lifestyle team, we thank you so much for getting us the interview, and we wish you all the great and keep inspiring us with more things to come. Thank you.
Thank you. Very nice talking to you, and happy, and wish you all the best for your future, whatever you are trying to do. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.